Pretty quiet day. Biden just spoke to the United Nations General Assembly. He'll be back here tomorrow. I'll probably be back here tomorrow. Dudes are just chilling. Same old cast of characters. I guess I'm one of them, actually. But Park Police's presence means that maybe there's a protest going to happen. Well, that dog's in a hurry to get somewhere. Did you see that dog? Oh, they're just playing. All right, I'm going to take you up here and I'll show you something. So you guys remember about 8 months ago, was it January, 9 months ago, God, I'm getting old. They cleared out McPherson Square, the big homeless camp up here. Got all the... Well, guess what? They cleared out the homeless, but they didn't actually put them anywhere. They just sort of cleared them out of the park, and they're coming back. I just went by here earlier today. This one I never could understand. So this is the Department of Veterans Affairs. This is a motorcade for the veterans. They've got like police red and blue lights. When does the Department of Veterans Affairs Secretary need to respond code 3 to anything? That's just a power perk, I think. Get an escort. So this is McPherson Square Park, and yes, folks have started to return. This is the solar panel guy. Charging his computer with his solar panel. It's kind of cool. But yeah, we've got some homeless who have started to move back in. Now, we don't have the tents yet, but we definitely have a presence of, I guess, the shopping carts. Shopping carts will lead to tents, tents will lead to villages, and they'll be right back where they were 9 months ago. Yeah, we'll see. This is the Belgian embassy. This building right here, just a nondescript office building. They used to have a beautiful embassy up by the vice president's house. They sold that to the Vietnamese for cash and a couple players to be named later and a minor league pitcher. As a result, they have moved downtown into a nondescript office building, which is kind of boring, not very ambassadorial or diplomatic, but I guess it's functional. Very Belgian. That is the Washington Post headquarters up there, that big building with the 2 spires in there. I heard Jeff Bezos has an office there. I would imagine he does. A place to like hang out, have a little fridge, keep some sodas. Anyway. This is Franklin Square Park. They renovated this about 2 years ago, made it very, very nice, and they put security guards here to make sure no homeless people set up camp. But I don't think they're here all the time. If you watch the movie True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger, remember the scene where he was chasing a bad guy on a horse? Well, he rode the horse through Franklin Square Park in that movie, and then they went into one of the theaters, like the Warner Theater downtown, which is a few blocks down this road. And then he magically jumped the horse from one hotel roof to another hotel roof or something like that. Yeah, it made sense. So there's the FBI. For now, they're supposed to be moving eventually. Oh, nerd. Oh, it's a parking nerd. So this is a DC parking enforcement person on a Segway. That's just like, that's like a target. No, you have to be nice to parking people. Alright, let's swing past the R, guys. Let's go up to Capitol Hill. We haven't been up to the Hill this week, and they're back in session, so maybe we'll see some random congressmen walking around up on Capitol Hill. That is the National Archives over there. That is the U.S. Navy Memorial on my left. And straight ahead is the world-famous Capitol Dome of the U.S. Capitol building. So the building on the left is the former Newseum. Aha, I remembered the word this time. That was a museum of the media, but it would close. It ran out of money to Getty. Was it Getty or whoever? The U.S. Gannett was the big sponsor. They pulled their funding. So now it was sold to Johns Hopkins University and will become their Washington, D.C. campus. In fact, it might actually be already campus. We have a police car blocking the road. That's usually because something interesting is going on. I don't think it's because he wants a coffee. Well, let's swing over to the right and see what's going on. Oh, they're setting up tents and stuff. Let's check this out. Whoa, they got cranes and everything. This is big time. So they've closed the road for a crane to come out on the mall. I don't know what. Great. I just realized my microphone has been off for the last 20 minutes. So you've been getting a lot of wind noise, I'm sure. All right, they are building a stage of some sort. This is a giant stage. Everything is fenced off. Authorized personnel only. I'm authorized. Hey, he's not carnival personnel. You're not carnival personnel. So, well, we got something big O going on here. Let's figure this out. And we're off again. There's all this authorized personnel stuff, but there's no sign saying what's going on, which is annoying. Let's see. Talent C. What's that say? Security room. So there are some signs here relative to something. Oh, here we go. We're gonna get some information up here. This is the check-in for, oh, the World Culture Festival. That's right. World Culture Festival is coming, which is a giant, like, festival of all different, like, nations and cultures. I read about that. So I get, like, YouTube ads for that. I forgot it was going on coming up. So the World Culture Festival is being set up. Oh, Jehovah's Witnesses. You know, they pretty much have gotten all of the screen down for the west front of the Capitol now. Oh, no, there's a little bit left on the right. A little bit on the right. Yeah, they'll get it off. All right, let's make our way up Capitol Hill. Hopefully now we have a wind mic on. Should be a little bit more pleasant for you guys to hear. This bit of the sidewalk is always rough because there's only like a little bit of space for bikes and there's no alternative, say, falling down a curb. Let's go up the Senate side. Tour buses, and an architect of the Capitol vehicle. The AOC, architect of the Capitol, is in charge of the physical plant of the U.S. Capitol. I think it's actually the largest employer of the U.S. Capitol. They do everything from maintaining the buildings, repairing the buildings. That project up there is a AOC project, to cutting the grass and moving offices from one congressman to another, being the janitors, etc. So they keep the Capitol running. You see those guys around all the time. Let's go this way. Interestingly, I just realized that I'm even working on Capitol Hill that the AOC, the architect of the Capitol, is appointed by the president. It's not actually a congressional appointment. And that was the big controversy. The last AOC appointed by Trump, well, he had some misuse of government vehicles that they were upset about. And they're trying to get rid of them. Or they got rid of them, maybe. All right, what's going on up here? Nothing. Oh, the Senate must be in session. Given the number of vehicles out there. And the fact we can't go there on a bike. So let's cut it over here. I guess the Senate's in session today, all these vehicles on the Senate side is usually a sign that they're here working. But I didn't really see the schedule this morning. And all the press conferences I saw were by House members. So, dog clear. Let's see. Oh, you guys, remember we looked at the cement blocks out here. You guys were very interested in that. So, run by, take another look. They are still here, functioning as sort of a barrier to the construction equipment from getting on the Capitol Plaza. Now, they've almost finished renovating this side of the Capitol Visitor Center entrance. And it looks like they're starting to move over to the other side. So here are the cement blocks. They're like screwed in. These look like the kind of things you saw in like Fallujah or something like that. Without the woman in pink hair, though. That's not a military grade outfit. Quite a view, yeah? Now, this is interesting. It looks like the house side is open to the general public. So I guess we can go cut across. We just can't go over to the Senate side, maybe. Oh, I'm going to do it. Nobody told me I can't. You can come out here often and you see all the cars have like different license plates. North Carolina, Minnesota, and then a lot of local plates, and Pennsylvania. Kids taking the photo. Sometimes the congressman will come out, take a picture with them. Now, there was a whole series of press conferences today in the House Triangle, which is this little sliver of land over here, but nobody in the triangle right now. I think there's a couple this afternoon. All right. Let's swing down this way. So over there is the Department of Transportation building. They moved down into the Navy Yard as part of the renovations down here. Renovations that were kicked off in large part by the arrival of the baseball stadium. You see back there, Nationals Park. Nationals aren't doing too well this year. Maybe we should go catch a game sometime. This all used to be government property. It was called the Navy Yard. The Navy actually still has a yard back over there, but this area was like different government buildings. In fact, I think the Secret Service had a warehouse down here before they moved to Joint Base Anacostia Bowling. Out here they got some statues of some famous baseball players. Walter Perry Johnson, the Big Train. Joshua Gibson. And Frank Oliver Howard, Hondo, played for the Washington Senators. And these are dates when teams, the history of baseball in Washington, D.C. We had a team, the Senators. They moved out to Minnesota and became the Twins. It wasn't for a while until we got the Nationals back here. So up ahead you see Audi Field. That is the home of DC United, a Major League Soccer team, coached by Wayne Rooney, famous England legend. DC United was one of the early champions of the MLS, first 2 seasons in a row, but haven't really been that competitive ever since. Okay, there is Audi Field, and we are back recording because I just discovered my camera ran out of SD space. I don't know when, so I could have been talking to myself for the last 20 minutes for all I know. Not having a really good day. First the microphone, then the SD card. Anyway, let's try to finish this up. And it's a nice little marina on the wharf. This area now is called the Wharf. It's a lot of high-end luxury buildings, new restaurants, etc. There's actually some pretty fancy restaurants out here. This is all blocked off. Bummer. Hell's Kitchen. Bartico. Honestly, I've only eaten at Shake Shack. Oh, Gordon Ramsay's fish and chips. We should give that a try sometimes. I haven't had chips in a while, or fish and chips in a while. But I like Australian style or New Zealand style fish and chips more than British. So if you want to have fun, go look up a recipe for like New Zealand style fish and chips or Australian style fish and chips. Cook them that way. Oh, this fountain is steaming. I think it's a fountain. It smells like hot asphalt. I'm gathering it's not the steam. No, it's a steam. I thought that was like some sort of fancy fountain. No, it's just a steam vent. There's a water taxi down here. Ben and Jerry's, complete with cows. Hyatt House. Thai, Filipino, and Korean. That's a pretty interesting mix. Del Mar.
Yeah, like little plates of 10.
Yeah, lots of fun places to go. It's a s'more place. You want to cook s'mores? I've got like a s'more table. There's the water taxi. I don't see a boat here right now though. Starting to smell the fish market though. They do have a fresh seafood market. Fresh being a relative word, I guess. They used to have a big one, but they've slowly been pushing them out for reasons unknown. It's one of the more popular places with local DC residents, but I don't think the developers like it. I think they'd rather have more places to put in gentrified pubs or something, which is a shame. Live crabs, jumbo crabs. Now on the weekends, this place is just packed with people. Ooh, it does smell. You can get cooked food here too, like cooked shrimp, lobsters, all the crabs out from the bay. Reminds me of Hong Kong. Oysters, octopus. Man, that's a giant octopus.
Much better now.
Flounder.
How much ice?
From now on, your Delta Tau Kai name is Flounder. Oh, this is the cooked shrimp, raw bar, crab, clams, crayfish, lobster, spicy shrimp. Ooh, cooked crabs. All right, let's go get a burger. Taunt you all with seafood, and then we'll go eat something boring. Just next to the seafood market, and right down here by the Jefferson Memorial. There you go. There's the Jefferson. Let's see if we can do a U-E without flipping over the bike. And we did. Okay. We're along the Tidal Basin now. So a Coast Guard helicopter back there. And let's spin under these tree branches, which I must add get quite low. Oh, bend over. It's a pretty day on the Tidal Basin. No paddle boats out. I don't know if the paddle boats are done for the year. They just haven't cleaned them out. They're still out here, but maybe it's just a little too windy or no tourists. This, by the way, is a great place to watch helicopters, if you like helicopters. Okay, we're stuck here on 17th Street waiting for the lights to change, but Thought we'd swing over here. This is John Paul Jones. This is the John Paul Jones Memorial, the first to compel a foreign man of war to strike the colors to the United States. John Paul Jones is buried at the Naval Academy in Annapolis. I've taken you there a few times, but you can come out and see this statue, which is in Washington, D.C. Probably put up in the big days of the Great White Fleet and the big emphasis of the Navy. I should check when they put that up. That would make sense. Teddy Roosevelt and whatnot. All right, let's head up 17th Street. Over there is the World War II Memorial, looking down to the Lincoln way in the distance. And of course, the Washington Monument up on my right. And we got some cars coming. Time for the sidewalk. Yeah, we got some motorcade-like vehicles approaching. Probably just a congressman or something. Not a congressman. Cabinet secretary. That's a strange one. Not used to seeing vans. Okay guys, we have added something breaking. We have got an evacuation order just been issued up by the US Capitol for a suspicious package in one of the tunnels. I'm told that there are some additional units up there that are not normally responding to a sus package. Those police vans we just saw might be related to that. Let's see if we can get up to the Capitol and check this one out. Okay, we got red light, we got green lights. Let's get past Food Truck Row. Oh, come on, this bike is like maxing out. It's like slowing me down. Come on, drop a gear. Pretty annoying. I need to go fast and the bike's not letting me. It's like I've reached the maximum speed on the bike. Kind of stinks. Yeah, that's the IRS building. This is Natural History Building. This is Department of Justice, Attorney General's office, and we're only at 9th Street. 10. Still 10 more blocks to go, including a big hill at the end. Ugh. Get out of my way. Playing in traffic. He's gonna turn. Yeah, he's from. All right. Yeah. This is where they have the soapbox derby races in DC. They like close off the street on a Sunday. All the kids bring out their soapbox derby racers. They go racing down the hill. It's actually pretty cool, but it takes an act of Congress to actually clear the road for that race, because this area is part of the congressional control. It's kind of funny. Okay. Whew. Oh, let's get in the left turn lane. Yep. Gonna go down Delaware. I don't see any panic in the faces of people running from horror of a suspicious package. So, I do see police cars though. So it looks like it's still an ongoing situation, which means we can take a photo of it and we can sell the photo. Such is the life of freelance cameraman. Okay, cops blocking that road means we'll go this way. That building over there behind the trees, that is US Capitol Police headquarters. And there are a lot of people out here in their safe areas. Everybody who works here has like a safe area where they go for a head count and whatnot. Part of a Capitol's security setup. Oh, TV crew's already here. Beat me to it, guys. We'll get some stills. They're sealed off here. They've got a big vehicle down there. Closed off all the area around Union Station too. Oh, that's him. He's got like a laptop. He's got a blast shield up too. Where'd the robot go, though? He's going down now with a blast shield. Because he's driving his little robot.
Fox never calls you. If you're getting work. Well, there is a suspicious vehicle coming.
This is the tunnel under the building. We think that's where there's a suspicious vehicle. That's the bomb tech going back in. Putting the robot away. Putting something away. Okay, looks like they've packed up their gear and given the all clear. So we're gonna call it a day. Thanks a lot for watching today, guys. You never know what you're gonna see when you watch my videos, and well, I don't know either. Anyway, we will see you tomorrow. We've got Biden coming back from New York. We've got Zelensky coming to town tomorrow or Thursday, I don't know. Anyway, we'll show you what we see, and if we don't see anything cool, well, then we'll just drive around, see what happens. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.